Hello everyone! Today we're gonna make pretzels. The weather outside is raining and it's been raining since last night, so we can't go outside and do work in the yard. So we're gonna focus our energy and attention indoor and instead make pretzels, consume more carbs today because it sounds like a fun thing to do. Okay, come with me. So I'm gonna go through the ingredients. We're gonna need butter, yeast, oops, warm water, and I have flour, and then we need salt and sugar. We're gonna need 2¼ teaspoon of active dry yeast. And then here's our warm water. We're gonna add it with our yeast. Okay. And then in here, we're also gonna add a teaspoon of sugar. We're gonna mix this together so the sugar gets dissolved. And then we will leave it and sit aside for 5 to 10 minutes until the yeast activates. Okay? Okay, while our yeast is blooming, we're gonna start making the sauce. Who wouldn't want to have pretzels with cheese sauce, right? So we're gonna make it while we're waiting for our yeast to bloom. Okay, I have about a tablespoon of butter here that I'm going to melt. Then I'm gonna add a tablespoon of flour. So we're gonna just sprinkle it in there and then stir it to kind of cook the flour. Stir it really good because you don't want your flour to burn, and then lower the heat too. So just keep stirring until the flour looks like it's kind of cooked. Okay. Then we have a cup of milk, and we're gonna slowly add it while stirring constantly. So we're supposed to use cheddar, but I don't have sharp cheddar, so I'm gonna use this cheddar jack. It's okay. I'm just gonna eat it anyways. So we're just gonna add about a cup of the cheese. That should be good. Okay. So we're just gonna let the cheese melt. And then we can add salt if needed be. Okay guys, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt because it doesn't seem like it has any taste at all. So here's our dip. It's ready, even though our pretzels is not ready yet. Okay, so this is good. I'm gonna turn off the heat, and then we're gonna go back to making our pretzels. Okay, our yeast is blooming. You see the bubble right there? Now we're gonna put it on our stand mixer. And if you don't have stand mixer, you don't need to. You can use your hands to knead your dough. Okay, so we're gonna need 3 cups of flour, but we're gonna add it slowly. So 1 cup first. Then we're going to mix them together, make sure everything gets incorporated before we add more flour. So start slow because you don't want your flour to splatter all over the place. So right now I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm also going to add a tablespoon of butter, melted butter. We just add our last cup of flour. Let's mix them together. Okay guys, here's our dough. We're gonna let it rest for 15 minutes. I'm going to cover it with clean wet towel, and then I'm going to leave it in the oven with the light on, turned off oven. Okay, at least the light will provide some warmth. So while waiting for our dough to rise, we're gonna boil water here. I have 3 cups of water, and in here I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of baking soda. Where's 3 tablespoons of baking soda? Okay guys, our dough is fully rested. I'm gonna lightly flour the surface, and then we're going to roll our dough right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create kind of like a pizza shape, and then we're gonna cut it into 8 pieces. Let's put this away. Hoy! My God! We got an earthquake! Woo! Having fun here, and then all of a sudden my spirit just flew off my head. Don't be like that. Don't joke at me like that. Not very nice. So now we're going to roll our pretzels. Takes practice, guys. I was having a hard time earlier. That's why I didn't film it, because it was crazy. And you probably would laugh at me if I filmed it. Now I got that down. Okay, here's our pretzels. One is already in the oven, so I'll show you. This is the water I boiled earlier, and then I put some baking soda in it. So what I do is I put my pretzels in here. Ideally, this should be submerged, but since I didn't put enough water, it's not submerged really, so I just paddle some water on it. And then I also would like to, it's not that hot, guys, so I'm not superwoman, don't worry. I'm not gonna get burned. It's a little warm, but it's doable. Turn that there. Keep this in water, submerged in water for about 2 minutes. And then after that, we bake it for 9 minutes in a 475 oven. First 4 is already in the oven. We will see how it comes out. Guys, first batch is out of the oven. Oh, it's so hot. We're gonna put butter. Be generous with butter on this one. Okay. And then I'm gonna use Himalayan sea salt. Just a little, because I don't like it when I buy pretzels in the mall and it's so salty. Just a little drizzle. This is not commercial, guys. This is not commercial. This is just for me. So just little salt. There you go. Okay. I'll show you the rest later. Well, guys, someone did not wait until the second batch is done, so we're just gonna try it. So good. Pretzels with cheese sauce. Second batch, butter, really good on the side. Butter is life. Go. Pretzels. I made it. Pretzels with a dipping sauce. See? I made all that, guys. Yay to me.